I've shared previously how when I started my business, I threw young trainees in the deep end and they had to sink or swim. But even recently, with losing a few people inside my own business, and then with being off for a few weeks dealing with a personal issue, my poor trainee had to go out and do entries and exits with almost no training. Thankfully, I'm now back up and running and she's getting the support and training that she needs. And I think as business owner, it's really important that if we're going to put expectations on our team to do things a certain way, then we have to be accountable for showing them exactly how that certain way has to look. And the only way to do that is through training. And I get it. No one has time for training. But why not think outside the square and build a video library of training, exactly how you want entries and exits and routines to look? Something or some form of training is better than nothing at the end of the day. Welcome to another episode of the Property Management Podcast. Thank you so much for having me in your ears. Now, can you believe that this is my 100th episode? So that means I have been podcasting every week for 2 years now, which is almost 2 years. It'll be, by 104, it'll be 2 years. But I'm just so amazed that I've got to 100 episodes, and I'm so grateful for everybody that tunes in regularly and listens to the podcast. And if you could do me a favor and share an episode that you think will help somebody in your community, a friend, a family, a peer, and that would be amazing, because that is why I do this job and why I do the podcasting is to be able to reach a wider audience and share some of the struggles that I experience and my peers experience, so that we can help solve some of the bigger problems altogether. So it's only fitting that today's episode is all about the biggest struggles in property management today. And as we all know, property management can be demanding and very complex industry at times, requiring a delicate balance of skills, knowledge, and adaptability, with a twist of street smarts thrown in. And despite its importance in the real estate industry, property managers often face a myriad of challenges that can make their job incredibly daunting and stressful. One of the foremost struggles plaguing property managers today is the lack of comprehensive education and training. Many individuals enter the field without a solid understanding of the intricacies involved, from tenant relations to legal compliance. And this knowledge gap not only hampers their ability to effectively manage properties, but it also leaves them vulnerable to costly mistakes and legal disputes, as well as the business. I've shared previously how when I started my business, I threw young trainees in the deep end and they had to sink or swim. But even recently, with losing a few people inside my own business, and then with being off for a few weeks dealing with a personal issue, my poor trainee had to go out and do entries and exits with almost no training. Thankfully, I'm now back up and running and she's getting the support and training that she needs. And I think as business owner, it's really important that if we're going to put expectations on our team to do things a certain way, then we have to be accountable for showing them exactly how that certain way has to look. And the only way to do that is through training. And I get it. No one has time for training. But why not think outside the square and build a video library of training, exactly how you want entries and exits and routines to look? Something or some form of training is better than nothing at the end of the day. If you are anything like me, you think you know your rent roll numbers. Well, I thought I did until I had a rent roll health check, and I was quite literally shocked. The money I was leaving on the table was astounding. And this is not something that I'm proud to admit. There were missed management fees, let fees, advertising, and lease renewal fees not being charged, and properties even without bonds. And all of this was happening despite monthly audits being conducted in my business. So how did I uncover all these gaps in my valuable income? Well, I had a rent roll due diligence from my good friend Tazi, aka the Rent Roll Queen and founder of the Tazi Way, a specialist in rent roll due diligence, business valuation, and management rights. The Tazi Way is the innovative force driving the real estate industry. With 25 years of business and real estate acumen, they find gaps and risks in your agency to find undiscovered value. If you'd like to book your business in for a rent roll due diligence, head to the link in the show notes and mention That Property Mum for a 10% discount. Another significant challenge is the prevalence of unrealistic expectations from property owners and tenants alike. Also, business owners as well. And I've certainly been guilty of this. Property managers are often caught in the middle, tasked with balancing the desires of property owners for high returns alongside the needs and rights of tenants. This can lead to conflicts and frustrations on both sides, making it difficult to maintain positive relationships and uphold professional standards. Especially with the new legislation in place, in many states, there are so many changes and the compliance has escalated to whole new heights. Another significant challenge is the prevalence of unrealistic expectations from property owners and tenants, as well as business owners, and I have certainly been guilty of this. Property managers are often caught in the middle, tasked with balancing the desires of property owners for high returns alongside the needs and rights of tenants. And this can lead to conflicts and frustrations on both sides, making it difficult to maintain positive relationships and uphold professional standards. Especially with new legislation in place, there are so many changes and the compliance has escalated to new heights. Legislative changes pose a significant hurdle for property managers as they must stay abreast of evolving regulations and compliance. From rent control to maintenance compliance, these shifting legal landscapes have profound implications for property owners and managers alike. Failure to adapt can result in costly penalties and reputational damage, underscoring the importance of staying informed and proactive. And unfortunately, it seems tenants are way more educated in some places than investors these days. And it's time that we worked to change this. We really need to work hard on educating our investors and have them understand the challenges we are faced with, sometimes for little or next to no dollar value for some of the work that we actually do. If you're ready to be a super organised, focused and productive property manager, buckle up because Colmio is about to revolutionise the way that you work. Colmio is the driving force behind property management excellence in residential real estate. Now picture this, a comprehensive end-to-end system designed to be the beating heart of your property management tasks, manage your properties, owners and tenants, and handle payments, inspections, and even marketing listings without leaving the platform. Colmio is designed to be an all-in-one solution to all your property management needs. And here's the game changer. Colmio isn't just software. It's been awarded the most innovative prop tech scale up in 2023. Yes, you heard it right. Colmio has been recognised for their groundbreaking approach to property management software. How good is that? So property managers, whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, dive into the future of property management with Colmio. You can book in a demo with the team today and go in their weekly draw for a Prezi gift card worth $100. All you need to do is to head to the link colmio.com/thatpropertymum, and Colmio is KOLMEO. Adding to the complexity is the lack of ongoing support and resources for property managers. And while the industry continues to evolve, many professionals find themselves struggling to keep pace with the latest trends, technologies, and best practices. Without access to adequate support networks or mentorship opportunities, many may feel isolated and overwhelmed, further exacerbating their challenges. Thankfully, though, since COVID, there's a lot of online coaches and mentors that have put up their hands and are willing to help many of you. All you need to do is ask. You don't have to struggle alone, and there is no shame in putting your hand up and saying you need help. I couldn't do what I do without the support of some amazing coaches and mentors. And unfortunately, I wish I'd been brave enough and let go of my ego years ago and got help and support back then when I clearly needed it. I will say it again that I had no idea about running a business or property management when I started. And I simply battled along, making many, many mistakes, driving myself crazy, and making myself sick along the way. So please get the help and support. There is plenty out there. End of story. There's been so much talk of stress, overwhelm, and burnout in property management lately. Do you want to know how I overcame all of that? Yes, I hit rock bottom multiple times, but I got myself a virtual assistant. Actually, not just one, but three. But I didn't just get any VA, I got a PMVA. What are they? Well, they are the most well-trained in the business. And not only that, you also have a backup VA, so that essentially your business is never without admin support ever again. And my health, time, and business has never looked back. Your PMVA can take care of tasks like rent arrears, lease preparation and renewals, maintenance follow-up, routine inspection bookings, data entry, audits, prospecting, inbox management, and so much more. And the best part of implementing a PMVA in my business was that it freed up my time and my team's time to take care of important things like customer service. What makes me feel so safe is that PMVA is owned by Tiffany Botel, both here and in the Philippines, making my data secure and giving me more control over the VA arrangement. So head to the link in the show notes to book in your discovery call with Lady Boss Tiff. Another concerning issue, and probably one of the most concerning issues at the moment, is the dwindling pool of experienced property managers within the industry. As seasoned professionals retire or transition to other fields, there is a growing shortage of talent equipped to handle the demands of property management effectively. This not only puts additional strain on existing professionals, but also threatens the overall quality of service and professionalism within the industry. I personally can attest to this as I've been on the recruitment path for the past few months. And I've had to use a recruiter in the end as there just wasn't any experienced property managers that I could find, even with my vast networks. And there are some amazing outsourcing companies out there now, like Property Management Partners, who do have property managers ready and waiting to assist you in either permanent or temporary roles. But just keep in mind that these are work from home property managers, and you're still going to need somebody on the ground to help with out of office tasks. But if you are in a bind, at least you know you are getting someone qualified and accountable to help you out. Despite these formidable challenges, there are strategies and solutions available to help property managers navigate these turbulent waters. Investing in ongoing education and training can provide essential skills and knowledge while fostering a culture of continuous improvement within the industry. Additionally, leveraging technology and automation can streamline processes and enhance efficiency, allowing property managers to focus on delivering exceptional service to their clients and tenants. Collaboration and networking are also vital components of success in property management. By connecting with peers, industry experts, and support organizations, property managers can access valuable insights, resources, and guidance to overcome challenges and seize opportunities for growth. Most importantly, you'll realize that you are not alone and everyone is experiencing the same challenges as you. You're not a failure. You're not a fake. You're not a fraud. You can put that imposter syndrome to bed. Moreover, proactive communication with property owners and tenants can also help manage expectations and foster positive relationships. Setting clear boundaries, outlining responsibilities, and providing regular updates can mitigate misunderstandings and conflicts, creating a more harmonious and productive work environment for all parties involved. When it comes to legislative changes, staying informed and proactive again is key. Property managers can benefit from joining industry associations, attending seminars or workshops, or seeking legal counsel to ensure compliance with regulations and mitigate potential risks. By staying ahead of the curve, property managers can position themselves as trusted advisors to their clients, offering valuable insights and guidance on navigating the legal complexities. Finally, addressing the shortage of experienced property managers requires a concerted effort from both industry stakeholders and aspiring professionals. Mentoring programs, Internships and educational initiatives can help attract and retain talent while providing opportunities for skill development and career advancement. By investing in the next generation of property managers, the industry can ensure its long-term sustainability and resilience in the face of evolving challenges. Ultimately, while the road ahead may be challenging, it's important to remember that property management is a dynamic and rewarding profession, and by embracing innovation, fostering professional development, and prioritizing integrity and excellence, property managers can not only survive but thrive in today's ever-changing real estate landscape. So thank you so much for listening to this episode. And if you have any suggestions, solutions, insights to share, please reach out to me. The best place to find me is on Instagram or Facebook. I'd love to connect with you. One thing I dread doing is chasing up rent arrears and debt collection. It takes up valuable time and it can often lead to conflict. But it is a necessary evil when you are running a property management business. But there is an easier way to make sure your tenants' rent is paid on time and in advance, and it's called RentPay. RentPay is a secure and simple to use payment platform that saves agents time and money with fast, accurate receipting while making life better for renters. To top it all off, you'll never have to worry about dishonor fees or unknown deposits again. How good is that? Cleared funds are deposited straight into your bank account in a single daily payment with accurate receipting and reference numbers auto-assigned, and it's fully compatible with all trust accounting systems. It's a super flexible payment option for tenants who can pay rent in multiple ways, including direct debit, credit card, or instantly pay with Payer ID. Fees are minimal, and RentPay even helps with the rent arrears process by automating reminders to renters when payments are due or missed. If you are currently paying large bank fees, struggling with constant dishonors because the funds aren't cleared when their funds land in your trust, or wasting time chasing up unknown payments, I encourage you to book in a free demo with RentPay and give yourself and your renters an easier way to pay rent. Can I ask you a quick favour before you leave this episode? Now, we all know how important reviews are for businesses these days, and mine is no different. If you could spare just a minute to follow, rate and review this podcast, it would mean a lot to me. In fact, what would get me super excited is if you share this podcast with someone in the industry who you think might need to hear some of the episodes right now. And if you'd like to find out more about working with me or any of the products I have to help you start, grow or scale your property management business, head to my website, thatpropertymum.com.au, or check out the links in the show notes.